And I said, dude, I just saw the girl I'm going to marry. And he was like, what's her name? I said, well, my barber told me Jessica. And he said, what's her last name? I was like, I don't know. He was like, I mean, how do you know you're going to marry that? I mean, I'd never said that before. He was like, I said, I don't know, dude. It was just something. I knew she was the one. And I'm telling you, we saw each other a couple months later at a little concert. Got to talking. I tried to impress her. I had some like plaid pants on. I was like, check these out.
Abercrombie and Fitch plaid pants. I will say that.
I was in my cool phase. So anyway, we did not date that long, a few months, and we just got hitched. And best decision I ever made. I know that's a fact.
That's not all to the story. It's not all to the story. So we did meet. It was like March when we met, and we really didn't start dating until June. We kind of played off like we liked each other, but we never said we liked each other. And so in June we started dating, and we broke up in September for 1 week. We got back together in 2 weeks, or I guess it was September, yeah. And then 2 weeks later we got married. So in October.
It was quick.
There was no big wedding. We walked out. We were having a Bible study, and he said, we should just get married. And I was like, you're right. So we walk out, and we tell Kay, we're going to get married, and Phil can do it, or Alan can do it. And she was like so excited. And we were like, well, we just want you to go ahead and marry us now. And, or within a week. And they were like, no, we have to have a wedding. We have to have family. And so we said, okay, you get 2 weeks. So literally, I went and bought a discounted dress at Dillard's. And on a Sunday afternoon after church, we got married in a friend's backyard, and it was.
And I bought this ring that Sunday.
That Sunday, he said, "I got to go somewhere after church. I'll meet you at the altar, basically." And so,
my bad.
It was very sweet because I didn't care about a wedding ring or anything. I've never had an engagement ring. This is my one little wedding band. I cherish it, and it was so meaningful that he went and picked it out. And there was a moment though where I'm sure you noticed the Robertson men can be a little competitive at times. But my first inkling of this was when we were first dating. We went to Alan Weiss's house, his oldest brother, which was the preacher at the time at our church, and I think we were there by ourselves. Maybe they had left for a while, and we were like, he's like, what you want to do? He's like, let's play a game. And so he was like, well, let's play a card game. And I was like, well, I don't know how to play. I don't know what it was, heart, something.
It was gin rummy.
Whatever. I was like, I've never played, but you just teach me. And so he taught me how to play. We played, and I beat him. And so, like, no big deal. He was like, let's play dominoes. And I was like, okay. I mean, I grew up outside. I did not grow up playing a lot of board games. We did Pictionary where we could have fun with it. But so he taught me, and I beat him again. And so he said, let's play a board game. And so I was like, okay. So he is in the closet digging around, and he sees Battleship, which of course was on that episode with Willie lately, which was ironic because he beat Willie. And I was like, I've never played. And he said, I'll teach you. And he was probably thinking, I'm going to beat you. Well, I beat him. And then he looked up at me and he was like, I really want you to leave. And I was like, what? I mean, I thought he was joking, of course. Why would someone tell you to leave because you beat them at a game? And so he said, no, I really want you to leave this house right now. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, it hurt my feelings. So I was like, oh, okay. So I walked outside and got in my car, and literally I was driving away slowly, like confused at what just happened. And he walks outside and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just so competitive, and I just can't help it. I just grew up watching my brothers be competitive, and I learned it from my granny. And so you can tell those stories about Granny, because Granny was a hoot. I know